So far, the Gimm and Ball line of master grades designed by the one and only Naoki have all been absolute hits. That's the Stormbringer, Gimm Dominance, Yakushiki Crash, and the Polypod Ball. However, this right here, the Qubeley Damned, sadly, is the first dud. Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another gunpla review, and today I'm taking a look at this right here. This is the Premium Bandai Master Grade Qubeley Damned, and this is from Gimm and Ball's World Challenge. So of course this right here is a Premium Bandai kit. These can be a little bit hard to get your hands on, but once again this video right here was sponsored by Zenmarket, so if you're looking for some Premium Bandai kits, there's a link down there in the description for you to look for some Premium Bandai of your own. Now let's get to this. So this is what you get once you snap build this straight from the box, and I have to say, looks-wise, the Qubeley Damned looks badass, and it is its looks that are its strongest aspect. However, once you do get past those looks, there's not a lot really to see here. And the reason for that is because, like a lot of build divers and build fighters kits, what kit these are based on is what makes or breaks them, and that's the same in this situation right here. The Qubeley Damned right here is based on 2001's Master Grade Qubeley. And yeah, 2001. This kit is 18 years old. It's almost 2 decades old. Seriously, this kit right here should be in the Master Grade 1.0 retirement home. The standard Qubeley should have gotten a 2.0 a long time ago, but we all know what Bandai thinks and does with Zeon and Neo Zeon mobile suits. When it comes to kits, Zeon has pulled a short straw and just always continuously gets shafted. So as awesome as the design of the Qubeley Damned is, it might look like a pearl, but it is absolutely rotten to the core. It honestly doesn't look or feel like a master grade. If you didn't know any better, you would think this right here was a Reborn 100. This kit right here, just like the standard master grade Qubeley itself, is made out of absolutely massive pieces with next to no part separation. Any extra detail that has been added onto these barren surfaces is basic, literally just molded on there in a real old school boring way, and all in all doesn't look that great. As for the main differences, the main one of course is the color. This is just a pearly white, which doesn't look that great honestly, metallic, gunmetal, as well as some blacks and greys. As for the actual physical differences between both of these kits, most of these differences serve to make the kit a little bit taller, like these new high-heeled feet with those turned up jester toes. The rear section which houses the funnels has been extended and made pointier and more evil. The waist unit has been changed a bit. The Qubeley Damned now has a wiener. As for that flap that was on the front, that is now round on the back and has been made more pointy and more evil. The arms have been changed from the forearms down. They're now larger in the forearm and much larger in the hands. These huge evil hands are probably one of the coolest aspects about this kit, but they're not fully articulated like the hands on the standard Qubeley. The waist section has been extended, matching that of the Yakushiki Crash, and the head now has been modified to feature some extra detailing. Of course, that will look a lot better with some panel lining. And flipping around to the back of the head, and this long segment has been made, you guessed it, more pointy, more evil. So all in all, the physical and color differences really make this thing look, well, more pointy and more evil, and definitely more awesome. I do really like the more extended look this kit has compared to the standard Qubeley, but that does nothing to change the fact that this thing is a hollow wreck of a kit that I feel doesn't even hit minimum master grade standards. Breaking news! Just while I was filming this video, I noticed that there was an announcement for another Gimm and Ball World Challenge kit, which more than likely will be a master grade, and that is this right here. This is one unique looking Astray. Personally, I've built, 5, 6, 7 master grade Astrays. It is getting a little bit old, but this brand new, sleek, weird design just, This one looks pretty cool. Let me know what you guys in the comments think of this design. It's so unique. Very different. As usual, one of these kits we do have leftover parts on the runners, but we do not have enough to build a black and grey version of the standard Qubeley, as it is missing the hands and some of the wrist parts, so that makes that a no-go. As for the stickers, we only get one, that's for the eyes. We also get an included set of water slide decals. These are fairly basic for the most part, besides that awesome huge damned logo for up on the shoulder. That's pretty cool. Moving now onto the accessories, and they can slot into the wrists. Finished! That was easy. So as for the articulation and build on this thing, well, all in all, this thing right here just feels downright bad. It literally feels hollow. It's got such big, somewhat heavy limbs attached to just basic polycap joints, so it's just wiggle city. Yeah, man, this is just one of those reviews where the gunpla is just so crummy that it's an absolute chore to get through it. But anyway, let's start from the head down with the articulation. Anyway, at the head we've got a polycap joint in the neck, not a ball. This is a pivoting forward and back one. That is inside the torso. The head itself is on a ball joint, so we've got up and down like this. A little bit blocked by this big thing back here, as you'd expect. Barely turns side to side at all. Maybe if I move that forward, still no side to side. It does have a giggity though, but all in all, not a whole lot. In the shoulder here, we've got a little bit of movement inside the torso. This has that real old school gunpla thing where it's got a whole lot of joints. All of them do next to nothing. So what you get in the end is just nothing really. As for the arm, there it is. Go away you. All the way up. Full rotation at that point. Inside the shoulder section here, just like we saw, there is movement inside the torso, but you also have a bend at the arm here. Rotation in there at that point. Super minor bend at this little piece here. As you can see, that is a ball. So when that arm is attached, we get a little bit extra there, as well as rotation there. When it decides to move, that is. The wrist is your standard ball and socket there. So that means we've up, down, and full rotation. The fingers are all on a ball joint. There's nothing in the fingers themselves. You think with something with fingers this huge that they'd actually put the articulation in, but nope. So that means it is just rotation on each finger as well as in with the thumb. That is the extent of what we get with each of the fingers, so nothing fantastic there, just standard ball joints. Inside the shoulder armor here, just like with previous iterations of the Qubeley, that can split out like so. We've got a point of rotation right here and a ball joint up there, so they can flare out and extend out just like that. The Qubeley Damned does have that standard opening cockpit that the standard Qubeley had, but just like with all of these Gimm and Ball model kits besides the Gimm Dominance, there is no pilot figure in there, just empty. At the waist here, we've got absolutely nothing. We have some rotation here from there to there, not great. As for the side skirting armor here, that can flip up like so. The tryptophobia tail on the back here, that can flip up just like that. All of these funnels in here can move like so. They can also be removed, just like this. It has a premium butt flap, believe it or not, so that has quite a bit of articulation, well, quite a bit of up and down. Ooh, and if things could not get any worse, old school ball and socket waist. So that means that is all we get from a kick up to the front, not a whole lot better out to the back, and wait for it, there's the splits. Next up, there is the bend at the knee, so not bad considering everything else we've seen so far, but not great. That knee armor, that can move down and up, and then down at the ankle, there is all the way back, all the way up, side to side pivot, not too bad, ball joint on this little armor piece, and finally the toes on here can move down. Well, all I can see is usually the promo pictures of a model kit will give away whether or not the articulation is good or not, because they want to sell it, of course, and they want to show off what it can do. And as you can see from the pictures that Bandai released for this, all it is doing is standing there, or doing this weird flared out pose that doesn't require any articulation. All in all, the articulation on this right here absolutely blows. So that is it for the review, and I have to say, the Qubeley sums up everything that is awesome about 80s Gundam. Seriously, it is as 80s as you can get. The Qubeley Damned, on top of that, is such an awesome, modern, pointy, and evil variant. Such a great design, but this thing is absolutely let down by the model kit it's based on. This is bronze tier to its core. The best aspect about this kit is it does look really cool. If you panel line this up, just standing there in your shelf, it is gonna look great, but that is it. The minute you even touch it, you'll know just how rubbish this thing is. The standard Qubeley and this right here need to be sent off to the master grade retirement home. We do not need any of this anymore. The Qubeley should get a 2.0, but I'm guessing the demand is not there, and that's why all the Xeon and Neo Xeon kits are being shafted to kits based on kits, and a lot of the time now, it seems like a lot of them are going to Reborn 100, which this kind of feels like. All in all, it's a very sad time to be a Xeon fan that likes 1/100 kits. Very, very sad. But if you do want one of your own to look good up on your shelf, then you can check out that link down there to Zenmarket. As usual, make sure to come back for more Gunpla reviews, and I'll see you next time.
Next time on Mecha Gaikotsu.